RSI14 is 29 and the stock is currently not being overbought or oversold. Gamida Cell Ltd stock price ended on $8.39 on Thursday after gaining 0.24%, updated on December 31, 2020, buy or hold candidate since October 30, 2020 gained 65.16%. The Gamida Cell Ltd stock price gained 0.24% on the last trading day, Thursday, December 31, 2020, rising from $8.37 to $8.39. During the day the stock fluctuated 4.63% from a day low at $8.20 to a day high of $8.58. The price has been going up and down for this period, and there has been a minus 0.71% loss for the last 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by minus 9,000 shares and in total, 426,000 shares were bought and sold for approximately $3.57 million. You should take into consideration that falling volume on higher prices causes divergence and may be an early warning about possible changes over the next couple of days. The stock lies in the lower part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and this may normally pose a very good buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $8.20 is broken, it will firstly indicate a slower rate of rising, but may also be an early warning for a trend shift. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 73.29% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $14.21 and $21.40 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast: a sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, December 8, 2020, and so far it has fallen minus 23.73%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Some positive signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. The Gamida Cell Ltd stock holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. At the same time, however, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal in the stock giving a positive forecast for the stock. On further gains, the stock will meet resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $8.85. On a fall, the stock will find some support from the long-term average at approximately $7.99. A breakup through the short-term average will send a buy signal, whereas a breakdown through the long-term average will send a sell signal. Volume fell during the last trading day despite gaining prices. This causes a divergence between volume and price, and it may be an early warning. The stock should be watched closely. Support, risk and stop loss: Gamida Cell Ltd finds support from accumulated volume at $8.37, and this level may hold a buying opportunity as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. The stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 38 cents between high and low, or 4.63%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 7.39%. Our recommended stop loss, $7.90, minus 5.82%. This stock has very high daily movements and this gives very high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 16 days ago. Is Gamida Cell Ltd stock a buy? Several of the signals/indicators are negative, and we believe that this will affect on the development for the next days and maybe possible weeks. However, over time, we think that today's level holds a possible buying opportunity and that the price will be higher during or at the end of this 3-month period. Current score, 1.770. Predicted opening price for Gamida Cell Ltd of Monday, January 4, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 4, 2021. Current price $8.39. Oppenheimer is very positive to GMDA and gave it outperform rating on December 14, 2020. The price target was set to $20, $17. Over the last 30 days, this security got 2 buy, 0 sell, and 0 hold ratings. Gamida Cell Ltd is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, which engages in the development of cell therapies that are designed to cure blood cancer and rare serious hematologic diseases. The company was founded by Tony Pellet and Menashe Levy in 1998 and is headquartered in Jerusalem, Israel. Summary: GMDA is overvalued compared to its price of $8.39 per share. has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: REC. Hold REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value: current price, $8.39. Current value, $1.06. GMDA has a current value of $1.06 per share, compared to a price of $8.39 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. GMDA has an RV of 0.23, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS. Poor RS is an indicator of risk. GMDA has an RS of 0.76, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility, and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Good RT analyzes a stock's price trend. GMDA has a relative timing of 1.12, which is good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter, and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Poor VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. GMDA has a VST rating of 0.83, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $7.29. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. GMDA has a stop of $7.29 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index. Very good CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. GMDA has a CI of 1.25, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, Earnings Growth Rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. GMDA has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 3.00%, which VectorVest considers to be poor. EPS, Earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. GMDA has a forecasted EPS of $1.25 per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. P/E, price to earnings ratio. P/E shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. GMDA has a P/E of -6.71. The average P/E of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is -120.24. EY, earnings yield. EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. GMDA has an EY of -14.90%. This is above the current average of -0.83% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to P/E ratio. GMDA has a GPE rating of -0.45. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. DIV, dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. GMDA does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. GMDA does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x, DIV/price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, Dividend safety DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. GMDA does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG. Dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. GMDA does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS, and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. GMDA does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. Average vol. Average vol is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. GMDA has an average vol of 687,775 shares traded per day. Percent vol. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the average vol. Percent vol equals volume, average vol, /average vol, *100. GMDA had a percent vol of -38.12% on Thursday, December 31, 2020. PRC, GMDA price changed 0.24% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, GMDA has annual sales of 0 sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. GMDA has a sales growth of 0.00% per year. This is poor. Sales per share, SBS. GMDA has annual sales of $0 per share. Price to sales ratio, P/S. GMDA has a P/S of 0.00. Shares, GMDA has 58 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, GMDA has a market capitalization of 494 million. Business sector, GMDA has been assigned to the drug business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, GMDA has been assigned to the drug, biomedical/genetic, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.